Hey, community group leaders. I wish I was getting to do this face to face with you, or we were getting to do a season kickoff together, but obviously we are not gathering in groups right now. But I just wanted to take some time and update you guys on what we're going to be doing for this spring season. We have kind of been scrambling to figure out what's the best way to go about things. And so I just want to make a video to inform you guys of what we have coming and how we're going to handle this spring season. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to you guys and let you know that I am so grateful for all of you. As a church, one of the biggest burdens we've had is trying to figure out what do we do with people to try to stay connected with them in the middle of this season when we're not physically meeting. And to me, I've just realized you guys, at least in my opinion, you're the most important volunteers we have because you're so connected to the people in the church. If every one of us pastors made a bunch of phone calls every day, there's still no way we'd connect with all the people in our church, even close to a regular basis. But when you guys as leaders choose to connect, choose to take your time and keep our people connected in, it just makes such a big difference. And I am so grateful for you guys. The way I see it is actually you guys are like the frontline pastors. And you're doing a lot of the work that we do. And so to me, obviously the church is not a building, it's a group of believers. And the way we stay connected is by you guys staying connected with the people in your group. And so again, I just want to say thank you and let you know that what you guys do is unbelievably important to all of us. So with all that said, and with a huge debt of gratitude to every single one of you, here's what the plan is for the 2020 spring season. We are going 100% virtual. So everything we do is going to be online, whether it's Zoom meetings or Google Hangouts or whatever you prefer. I'll get into that in a second, but we're going virtual for all of our group meetings. The second thing is this: no matter how you do it, no matter how you've been doing it, the biggest thing we can stress at this point is stay connected with all the people in your group. Maybe even if someone's bowed out over the last few seasons, our biggest issue is everyone's always busy. Well, we have less going on at this point, so we should be able to get some people back into groups, but stay connected with all of our people. I've been told multiple times that we've been checking in on people and their response has been, you guys are literally the only ones, and I'm not saying me, I'm saying you guys as community group leaders are the only ones that have checked in to see how I'm doing, and it's so meaningful and it's so important. And you guys are, it's literally being the hands and feet of Jesus, and I love watching it happen. So thank you. But most importantly, stay connected with your people, whether that's text messages, phone calls, whatever it is, just keep them connected. The next thing is this: signups started this week. So we're launching signups this week. Usually we have that page where everyone's pictures and then group information is posted. We're not doing it that way this season just because there's so many moving parts and there's a possibility of so many new people joining on because we no longer have a physical restriction of people having to be in our area. And so we're doing everything where they can just click help me find the right group, and then we are going to place them in groups and we're going to try to get them connected that way. When someone new joins on, please respond quickly and give them all the information they're going to need of what time you're meeting, get their email and add it to your guys' group meeting so when the virtual meeting goes out, they get to be a part of it. And then go out of your way to make them feel welcome and make them feel comfortable. Let them tell something about who they are if they seem like they want to, something like that. Like you would in your home or in a room at the church, but make sure the new people really feel engaged with and feel welcome. And I might hit that again. Let me make sure. The next thing, please give me your information about your group. If you have open spots, let me know. If you've changed your meeting day or changed your meeting time, let me know. But even if you're just leaving it the same, please send me a text message or send me an email just to confirm that is what we have going on. There's so much up in the air right now. I just want to make sure we have the right dates, the right times, all those different things, and we know who's open and we know who's not. The next thing is this. We know that this is going to be a tricky transition. We fully understand moving our groups to 100% virtual is not going to be the easiest thing. We know that there's going to be issues logging on. We know that people are going to struggle. We know that kids are going to come running into the room because we don't have babysitters anymore. We know that people are going to have messed up pixelated pictures. We know there's all these other things that are going to be going wrong. Please understand that we want to help you in the midst of this. I will be your tech support, which is terrifying, but we will try to figure things out. We'll watch tutorial videos. We'll do what we can. I want to help you. Please let me know. And if you're techie, please let us know if you can help us out too. Use the people in your group that are good at this stuff. And we're really going to try to rally and come around each other and help each other out. And on top of that, don't hold yourself to a standard where you think you have to be perfect. We're all new at this. We're all going to struggle at this. Just give it our best shot, see what we can do. And I would highly recommend trying to have a practice meeting before your first meeting to try to just take care of some of all the logging on issues that you might run into. Whether you want to call it an informal get to know you or just for people that might not know how to use different platforms, try to have them log on. The next thing is this. With the different platforms, I am recommending Zoom because I've seen a lot of community groups at churches like that do huge community group things are using Zoom. It seems to be the most user friendly. Google Hangouts has also really been used by a lot of people. If you want help with those, that's what I'm trying to get the most expertise in. There's people that know a lot more than I do. I fully admit that. But more importantly, if you have something you're comfortable with, use whatever you want to use. By all means, you don't have to use something just because we recommended it. If your group is good with something and it's going to work for you guys, by all means, use whatever it is. And the last thing, and this one's one of the biggest, stay connected might be the biggest. No, this one's probably the biggest. Is I would ask all of you as community group leaders, be praying and pray big and have big expectancy for this season. I know that there's part of us, because we're not meeting physically, that goes, man, what's going to happen and how's this season going to go? But on the other side of that, busyness is usually one of our biggest issues, and also our physical borders with people that don't live close. This season is removing both of those things. And there's definitely a hope inside of me that says we might see more people be able to join a group than we've ever seen before. And so I am trying to brace us for that too. If you guys have other people you think should be leaders, let me know, because there's definitely parts of me that thinks we're going to be getting people from all over the United States trying to join groups. And I love that idea. I love the connection that we're going to be able to have because we're in a virtual format. And as I've said in other videos, there's nothing in me that questions that God is absolutely doing something, not only in the world on a bigger scale, but also in individual lives of the people around us. And I think we get to be a part of that at this time. And the other side, the heaviness that comes with this is this. I have quite a few friends that are firefighters or cops or different things like that in our area, and I've been asking them how they're doing. And they said, you know what, it actually hasn't been as crazy as we thought with all the coronavirus type calls. But what we've actually been seeing a ton of is domestic violence and different things like that. And what it's showing us is that there's been a lot of cracks in a lot of people's lives and relationships around us for a long time, but they've been able to mask them with distractions and other things. But now that we're forced to isolate and be together and sit on ourselves and sit in different things, it's really starting to reveal some of those things. And there is a lot of brokenness. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of control that's been lost. There's a lot of craziness that's coming out in people's lives. And the truth is this, when people's lives go crazy and when things start to unravel, they're open to new things and they go searching for different things. And we know for a fact that we have the answer. And I'm hoping as groups, we pull people in and we show them that we actually have a God that knows what's going on, that we can trust, and that there can be peace, and that we can start putting some of those pieces of life back together. So be praying for this season as people are in a transition time and as people are going through hardships, that's going to allow them to bring God in ways that we haven't seen in a long time. So leaders, pray for that, grab onto that, engage people, push past the surface level questions, go deep, even though it's on a video and we're all trying something new. Let's make a difference, and let's use this season to actually be something that is way more beneficial for the kingdom of God than we ever expected it to be. The last thing I want to do is just read Hebrews 10:24-25. And it says this, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, all the more as you see the day approaching." I think we have a huge opportunity. I am so grateful for all of you as community group leaders. Sorry that this video is long, but let's get ready for the season. And please know, I want to try to help any way I can. I know we've missed some things, but let me know any way I can support you guys. And let's try to see what all God's going to do in this season and how we get to be a part of it.